The second game I will show you today is a very famous one, which I revisited. It's called Simon Says, and it works like this. We have a bunch of cards with some instructions written on and the sentence Simon Says. So each kid picks up one card and reads the instruction out loud, and the other kids and the kid who picked up the card have to follow this instruction and do the action written on the sentence. Like, for example, this one is Simon says, point to the television. So all the kids should point to the television in the class. If there is one, you can actually adapt it to any environment. It depends on what is present in this environment. So this game could also be tricky because it works like this. The kid has to say the whole sentence, Simon says, and then follow with the proper instruction written on the paper. So the kid could also decide to trick the other kids without saying Simon says, or maybe saying another name instead of Simon, like Teresa says. That would be tricky because if a kid doesn't realize that the kid that is reading is actually tricking them, that kid who doesn't realize about it and proceeds following the instruction gets kind of a penalty. You can decide which kind of penalty you can give them. And this game is usually very fun, but also it can get messy and chaotic because they will start running around the class. So that's why I let the kids play with this game only at the end of the class, of the lesson. In fact, I put in the group one card that says, Simon says, go home. And at the end of the lesson, I let them look for this card and I tell them, you won't go home until you find the card, Simon says, go home. So they jump in all together looking for this card because, of course, they want to go home. They are tired. And this way, I think they build up some kind of bond and they also get used to teamwork.